Hello, and welcome to an exciting new way to deliver professional development training to foster parents. My name is Tony Labriola, and I was the Media Project Director for what you're about to see, the PRIDE Digital Curriculum. Most of you know that PRIDE is an acronym for Parent, Resources, for Information, Development, and Education. PRIDE is an international best practices model for developing and supporting foster families and adoptive families.
The digital curriculum provides a standardized, consistent, competency-based curriculum for foster parent in-service training and ongoing professional development in a new, easily accessible format. This brand new version, available in an updated online way, allows both parent learners and agencies extraordinary access, as well as many benefits and special features. For instance, parent learners can be at home, in the library, at a friend's house, or having coffee on the road and still be able to access the training. Logging in is easy. All modules and resource materials are available through one portal, and students can access their training and any agency materials anytime. Administrators log in differently from students, and many additional features are accessible to them. Online trainer supervisors can track an individual student or foster parent, what modules they're currently working on, time spent on those modules, and their progress in each module. More detailed reports are also available. Communication with parents can happen through a variety of methods. There's also the possibility of allowing foster parents who are taking the online training together to share insights and form friendships, just as they might do in a classroom situation. A wonderful feature is that updates and new information can be shared immediately to all users. There are also resources available online, and agencies can include specific information related to their policies and procedures for parents in designated folders. Tests and survey instruments are available to help the trainers assess learning and gather important data for agency use.
So let's take a look at the training.
Hello and welcome to the Foster Pride Digital Curriculum, a new way for you to participate in the Foster Pride training at a distance. My name is Raymond Watkins.
We use the same combination of co-trainers that are featured in all the PRIDE classroom training programs: a child welfare professional and a foster parent professional.
Hello, I'm Antonia Perez, and I've been a foster parent for over 15 years. I've seen a lot.
They follow the written trainer guides very closely with some extra exciting features. Print vignettes and case studies that were written for the classroom training are now dramatized, and learners can interact with the material. Here's an example. In Module 5, Session 1, classroom trainers are asked to read this sentence. This is how that scene plays in the digital curriculum.
Aha, getting closer.
Okay, my turn.
Okay.
The setup here is a supervised visit with the foster mom, who is in the foreground, and the birth mom, who we're seeing now, is interacting with her son, and they're talking at the table. Let's listen a little bit.
Okay.
Mom, where's that game you bought me last week?
It's in the living room under the table by the front door.
See, Mom, ready to play?
Sorry, little one. I just noticed what time it is. Mom's gonna have to leave. I need to go to work. I'm gonna have to say bye. Maybe next time we'll play the game, okay?
You see that it's much more powerful to see the birth mom's reaction. And later we're going to see and hear the child's confusion.
Did I do something wrong?
The next thing we see is a screen that says, what should Betty do? Ignore the situation, talk to David about what to call her, or talk to Mary and David together. Whatever choice they make, the scene plays out differently. In this case, of course, it's the last one that's going to be the best. Talk to Mary and David together.
No, David, you did not do anything wrong. What upset your mom was that you also called me Mom.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry I made Mom angry.
You don't have to say you're sorry because you didn't do anything wrong. Let me go get your mom and we'll discuss this problem, okay?
Okay.
Deborah,
And here we can see the foster mother's reaction.
you're upset because David called me Mom? It hurt. It hurt bad.
Often learners will be asked to make text entries and to save their work. Here's an example from Module 2. It's about the use of rules, and we're asked to write some of the challenges that we face. I've already written one that says following through on rules with each child, but I might also say something like being consistent in the application of the rules. And if I press done
In
here,
your response, it is possible that you may
there's
have
a
mentioned the
feedback
following.
loop, a feedback mechanism. On the left is what I put in, and on the right are some suggestions from experienced foster parents and others. Some things that I might not have expected, and some things that are mine. See, being consistent is actually at the top of the list. But I might not have recognized, for instance, that enforcing rules sometimes seems like punishment to me. This is a checklist for foster parents considering adoption, thinking about the impact of adopting on the family, knowing the child, and a number of other things.
Most of this information is captured and available for review by the administrator or trainer who's assigned to the curriculum. One trainer can create an online class and handle many more student foster parents for greater agency efficiency and use of resources.
In Module 7, about keeping children connected to their culture, we see a screen like this, Steps to Learn About Cultural Norms. And if we click on any one of these icons in the bottom, a small scene plays out that's a demonstration about modeling ways that foster parents can work with workers and birth families to learn about those cultural norms.
He doesn't look me in the eye. I keep thinking that he's being defiant or maybe he's depressed. But before I jump to any conclusions, I was wondering if this could have something to do with his cultural background.
At the conclusion of many of the sessions, they are asked to complete an assignment based on one or more of the learning objectives for the session. It serves as their own transfer of learning activity, and we've called this theory into practice. Let's look at one. This is from Module 7, Session 1, and it asks questions like, what special food does the child in your care like? And in this case, enchiladas and rice, and information about the child's cultural identity. And some characteristics that make the child special and unique. Well, he speaks Spanish, and maybe he likes to cook.
Again, these responses are captured and can be reviewed by the administrator or worker at their desk or their home computer.
For both parents and agencies, there are advantages, and for all these reasons and more, the PDC format offers an at-home alternative to caregivers who are unable to participate in classroom training, and it helps agencies with a cost-effective solution to providing training to foster parents over a large geographic area. And just as a side note, we've had a lot of success with fathers who may not be able to attend a class but do very well with the computer version. The digital curriculum goes further in another way. We realize that sitting in front of a computer isn't like sitting in a classroom with other parents. It's important to hear different voices and to share experiences. We interviewed dozens of experienced foster parents, adoptive parents, child welfare workers, former children in care, and adults who were adopted earlier. Oh, and child welfare program managers too.
Identity by valuing their family. Letting the child know that you value that by allowing them to put pictures up of their family members.
The at-home learner has an opportunity to hear from them regarding their life and work experiences and suggestions related to particular issues that are being covered. We called these sections Speaking from Experience. They're insightful and credible, and the process tends to make the at-home learners feel like they're interacting and affiliating with their peers and other professionals.
You help them to learn how to do that.
Here are a few things that reviewers, agencies, and parents have said about the digital curriculum. There are a few more significant points to understand. Although the content, example, and vignettes used to promote learning are family foster care focused, others, such as adoptive parents, kinship caregivers, child and family services staff, and child and youth care workers can benefit from using the PRIDE digital curriculum. We're glad that you took the time to learn about the PRIDE digital curriculum and wish you much success with its implementation. You will be joining many folks from child welfare agencies across the United States and Canada who have enjoyed significant benefits from their use of the PDC.